Approve or decline leave requests anytime, anywhere with Connect HR. Effortlessly manage your team's time off from your phone. Stay connected. Stay productive with Connect HR. Simple HR solutions for the everyday company. Start your 90-day free trial today. Hi everyone, welcome to Connect HR Hangouts. It's your favorite sizzling host, Babi Mawela, and we are back with another banging episode. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much for engaging with us. Thank you for sharing our content. Thank you for, doing the most. We love and appreciate you. Before we start with today's episode, we are addressing some house rules. House rules. You need to comment, share, subscribe, and click on the notification button. Every time we upload a new episode, you'll get a notification. So today in studio, we've got a very beautiful guest. She goes by the name Tumelo Mohlapuli. I don't want to do the intro on your behalf. And before we even start, look at me, I'm being so rude. How are you?
Jeez, I was waiting for this moment. Hi!
How are you?
I'm good, thank you, girl.
I'm good. I'm
you?
just excited. I'm like, let's get into it.
Yes, I'm
How are
so
you?
glad to be here today, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming through. Please do the honors. Our viewers are curious. Who is Dumi? What does she do?
Oh my gosh.
We want to hear all about it.
Okay, where do I start? Who's Dumi? Okay, Dumi is a 35-year-old woman.
Okay.
From originally from Polokwane, and I am married with 3 kids.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
Yes.
Doesn't look like it.
This is my 10th anniversary, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So married for 10 years, 3
Okay.
babies. I'm a qualified social worker, clinical social worker, and I've been practicing for 10 years as well.
Okay. It's the big 10.
The big 10. And I branched out into private practice in 2019.
Okay.
And started a company, Credence Mental Health.
Okay.
So we do individual counseling, family therapy, employee wellness programs,
okay.
and child assessments, substance abuse recovery programs, and all of that. And it's based in Amandeseg in Pretoria North.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you noted that.
Yes, come through. Yeah, so currently I'm actually a master's candidate at Wits University for clinical psychology. So, I'm busy with the books. Again. Yeah, so we're just trying to refine the skill here and there. You can never know enough.
Yeah.
So
yes,
we need
true.
to keep growing and growing. So
true.
we're going the clinical psychology route. The social work will still be there. I mean, that's the ground thingy. So we're just taking a notch up a bit. And it's quite an exciting journey. I'm so excited about it.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Black excellence, Black woman excellence. Yes. Wamandla.
Yes, girl.
So, Dooms, mental health. I think that's where you're an expert, and that's what we're talking about, by the way, today.
Exactly.
Mental health in the workplace, mental health in general. Where did that passion come from?
You know what? I always say that I think I'm a born lover of mental health.
Okay.
Because from a young age, even through high school and varsity and all of that, I've always been referred to as the unofficial therapist.
Yes.
A lot of
You're the
people.
friend with the advice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm the friend who's the come
comforter.
to mama. Yes, the Florence Nightingale. So I was the spiritual prefect in high school.
Nice.
Like spiritual wellness prefect.
Okay.
So it's just one of those things that besides it being a passion and something that actually fulfills me, and and I love doing it. I think I was just born with it.
Born with it, ne?
Yeah, and it's
a
kind
calling.
of it's a calling. That's the word. It's a calling, and it's actually part of my character as well. Because
I can tell.
I mean, I always say that I always tell other people, whoever is not sure about what they need to do in life, that the minute you do something and you walk out and you have that feeling.
Yes.
That's the thing
That's what you're...
yes,
Yes.
you understand what I mean?
Yes.
So after I see a patient of mine and then they leave there and I can see that they're feeling better, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Even after a long day, I literally, it's a happy pill.
Happy pill.
Yeah, it's a happy pill. And I'm like, wow, okay, I'm alive.
Love
This is what I'm
that.
supposed
I
to
love
do.
that.
Exactly. So that's what mental health means for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the misconceptions about mental health. Believe it or not, as much as there are like multiple awareness campaigns
Yeah.
about mental health, I feel that there are a lot of misconceptions.
Definitely.
And I think it comes from a lack of understanding of what is mental health, So let's break it down. What is mental health? Someone sitting at home and they wondering, why am I sleeping every day?
Yeah.
Why am I not
Yeah.
motivated? Let's talk about that.
You know what? The biggest misconception about mental health is that when you have a mental health issue, you're crazy.
Yes.
That's the biggest misconception. Like, no, I'm not crazy. When we say go seek mental health help and seek for, for therapy or
Yes.
whatever, they're like, no, but I'm not crazy. Thinking, no,
It's not
it's
dring,
the same
dring.
as exactly. It's not dring dring. It's the same as I have a sore throat. Go to the doctor.
That's not TB. It's
You
a
understand what I
throat.
mean? So I always say that mental health issues which should be treated like any other illness because they are illnesses. You understand what I mean? It's not madness. It's illness. You understand? Just like I
Yes.
go to the doctor to go address my diabetes or to go address my cancer or whatever is wrong physiologically.
It's a disease.
Exactly. So you are a system, right? So made up of mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional.
Yes.
You understand? Emotional aspects. So why don't we stigmatize going to the doctor to get pills for a sore arm, something
Yes.
physical? Why do we not why stigmatize mental issues?
Yes.
Because like I said, it's just as it's the same as any other illness, and we need to embrace the fact that there's nothing wrong with seeking help, and
Yeah.
you know what, acknowledging that I have a mental health problem.
Yes.
You understand what I mean? I am depressed or I have anxiety. Anyway, to tell you something that many people don't know, we all have some kind of mental health issue.
I agree.
Show me one person who doesn't have a mental health issue. It's just that the problem is we don't have the knowledge, and rather also we're scared of the stigma to say
Yes.
that the minute I say I'm depressed or I have anxiety, they're like, yo, awa.
Or anxiety, or maybe
you're unstable. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
Toxic. I'm like, geez, I just have a mental health problem.
Yes.
And I just need help and I need it to be addressed. That's it.
Let's talk about instability, right? I like when you said unstable, because in the workplace,
Yeah.
you having anxiety can be. It can be assumed that you are unstable. You can't
Absolutely.
control. You lack control, which for me, I think it's a pain like that. Employers in this day and age are still not understanding
Yeah.
a trending topic such as mental health. What are the indicators that someone in the workplace is struggling with either depression or anxiety? And what would you kind of advise employers to say, if you see this, know that it's this? Yeah.
Okay. So we have different, how do I put this? Okay. There's what we call episodes.
Okay.
And there's what we can diagnose as a disorder, like a long-term disorder. So me just going through a phase in my life where maybe something is wrong or something, and I'm just having a depressive episode and I'm withdrawn, I'm missing deadlines, I can't
Yes.
concentrate for a short period of time.
Yes.
Right? Then that employers must just kind of assess and just monitor to say that, has this employee been having these
episodes
consistently or recurrently? And from there, then we can see that we have a problem. Because sometimes I just have a bad week.
I have a bad week. Or,
You understand?
I mean, I think it's easy enough. Here's Babi. Babi's always laughing.
Yeah.
Always making
Yeah.
jokes. Then there's that 1 week.
There's just that 1 week where
Babi's
everything
just
spiraling.
She's not meeting deadlines. She's not herself.
Yes, so we call those episodes.
Okay.
Right? So what a person can have a depressive episode where they're just going through something, but then it blows over. Right? But then now when you start seeing that this person has been going through these episodes like recurrently, and they're not coming to an end, and then they're slowly deteriorating, then you need to the lights must go beep, 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 beep.
Yes,
there's
I
a
was
problem.
about to say, I feel that it's too late once there's alarm bells.
Exactly.
It's too late.
It's too late. So employers must be alert in the sense that, you know, you need to have that kind of a relationship with your employees to know that Babalo is not herself. You understand what I mean? She hasn't been herself for the past 2 weeks or something. Or we know her to be this kind of a person. But something has changed.
Something has changed.
Because now the workplace is a very sensitive
environment
where everybody wants to prove themselves, right? I don't want to come across as weak. I don't want to come across as incompetent. You understand? Because, I got to put bread and butter on the table.
I need to feed them kids.
I need to feed them kids, girl. So you always want to portray this image of, you know what, I got this, I'm okay, or whatever. And then that facade then now starts killing you because it becomes so heavy.
True.
You understand?
True.
You can't pretend for so long. Trust me.
You can't.
I can bite my
your sijabana, your elbow.
I can bite my sijabana. You cannot pretend for that long. The cracks are bound to start cracking.
Yeah, you'll see the cracks.
You understand what I mean? So that's where employers need to be alert, because now when we are ignorant of mental health in the workplace and we don't take care of our employees, or asbanagi, you understand what I mean? Then you're gonna miss these things, and then the next thing you're gonna know when the alarm bells are beep, 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 beep. Employees having a psychotic fit, or a breakdown, and then the whole office is a mess. People are traumatized, and only to realize that this has been long coming. I mean, if you're with a person every day, you can see a change in behavior.
Yeah, you definitely
can. When they're a mess, they're just a mess, or they're withdrawing a lot.
Withdrawal.
You need to make ways to. That's why I always encourage companies to say, guys, a company cannot not have a wellness program.
Never.
It can never not have a wellness program, because now it's not easy for me as an employee sometimes to go to my boss and be like, this is what I'm going through, I'm not okay. Sometimes there isn't.
It's not a safe space.
It's not a safe thank you. It's not a safe space, you understand? Because we just have that professional
and
relationship.
Your boss is not there to listen to your problems.
He's there to make money.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
We have that little bit, that obstacle.
Sissy, we're here to make money. We're not here to make...
we all got problems.
We all got problems. So keep yours at home. You get me? Yeah. So when a company has a wellness program or wellness sector, then that actually kind of addresses that. So employees can find a safe space to address those aspects, because we are human.
We are human.
And we go through things. Everybody goes through things.
Yes.
And so those things, and like I said, you're a system. I can't leave Tumelo, the mom, at home. I'm one person. So when there's something that is wrong in my system, then it's definitely gonna affect the other parts of the system.
Yes.
You understand
the
what
system,
I mean?
it's like a car. You need
engine,
the
spark plug.
Engine shocks.
Exactly. Spark plug is as small as it is. Without it, the engine won't work.
Hey, Kamo, you need the petrol.
You need
to
everything.
pour into the car.
Exactly. So when you have a wellness program in your workplace, then at least it kind of balances. It kind of balance out the that need, because workplace is a fast-paced environment.
It is.
We're meeting deadlines. We're seeing clients. We're seeing all of that. So sometimes there really isn't time to address those kind of personal issues.
I agree.
Yeah.
And speaking of employers not having time, right? I'm picking up that it's difficult for them to identify when there's a problem with a particular employee or their employees. Ne? Do you recommend that employers should have a designated person to constantly assess these issues? Or what do you recommend? Do they have to have programs from time to time? Because that too can be financially straining for employers. I don't know. We need to hear from you.
Well, for bigger companies, they actually have therapists as part of as part of staff.
They call it
You understand? Occupational therapy. No, not occupational therapist. No.
No, not.
No, absolutely not. That's a totally different. We forgive you. Lena almost went with it.
Lena, we were running with it. Hey, sorry. Let me let you speak.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's just stick to therapists. Okay.
Yeah.
Therapists in the workplace. So that's safe. You get what I mean? So, some big companies have that wing, wellness wing, where employees can just go. But then we also have to acknowledge that there's smaller companies who don't have a resident therapist.
Yes.
Right? Who can assess or again, they attend staff meetings and they know you guys.
Yes.
So and they're trained to identify things when they're happening. So for smaller companies that don't have a resident therapist, I'd advise that they should have at least quarterly wellness programs.
Yeah, quarterly.
Yeah, quarterly wellness programs where they outsource.
Yes.
Right? So you called Tumelo, thanks.
Yeah. We are gonna charge for this ad.
Thank you. You called Tumelo to come and run a wellness program, and then the employees can also know that there's that kind of service available, maybe at a reduced rate.
Agreed. Okay.
Right. So the employees know that the company will pay half of the consultation fee. They pay half. So that's still support.
Yes.
Right. So even though the therapist is not resident at the company, but at least the employees know that there's that service.
Person.
Yes. There's that service available for them should they need.
Okay.
Right. And in terms of your question, in terms of identifying, I guess maybe that falls on HR.
Yes.
Yeah, that should fall on HR because they are the next level of mothering.
Yeah, they are really.
Company,
they really are the parent
they
in the
are
company.
the next level of mothering, after the resident therapist, right? So if there's no resident therapist, I'm challenging HR people to be more on the lookout and know their people and notice when an employee is deteriorating, because at the end of the day, we don't want it to get to a point where they're breaking down and causing, and then it's haywire. So I think that's one way to go about it. But having a resident therapist at the office, it's always a winner for me.
A winner.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about HR. These people that have burdens, the burden of listening to 100 issues.
People,
and
issues,
how do you think they're coping well with all these issues? Because they're human too.
Of course.
We can't just say employees, they're human too. So what strategies are put in place to help employers cope with the burden of having employees with mental health issues? I'm
big on self-care and boundaries as well. As much as we're taking care of people, we also need to take care of ourselves. I always say selflessness is not, it doesn't entail self-neglect.
Yes.
Right? Selflessness does not mean self-neglect. Right?
Got you.
So as much as we're selfless in helping people and being there for people, that you need to have emotional boundaries where you know that, okay, now it's time for self-care, right? You cannot give something that you don't have. You understand what I mean?
That is so profound.
So you need to fill in your cup first for you to feed other people. You understand? So now with people working with other people or helping other people, they need to really prioritize self-care. And in the setup of the company, I think intentional morale activities, intentional self-care activities, for the executive or for for those people that are taking care of other people.
Yeah.
You understand? Take them out for a weekend or a hiking day or something like that.
Are you listening, my boss? Are you listening?
Don't kill me. You understand what I mean? So definitely companies have to have team building, not only team building activities, but morale building activities.
Morale. Because it's one thing to have team building.
Yeah.
All it's going to do is strengthen your team.
But morale is more mental health.
Wellness.
Because now morale is more wellness. And that plays into the company culture as well. So let it be a company culture to improve the morale and actually put in effort, like active efforts to be intentional in building the morale. You understand? If ever it's bring a present day on someone's birthday for smaller companies, then do that. You understand? If it's a cappuccino Monday for everyone, I don't know, whatever can build the morale, that kind of actually creates a bit of a safe environment for employees to feel home away from home.
Because you spend most of your time there.
Time at home.
Yeah. At work.
At work. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
So because now if I'm going through something at home and I have to drag myself to the company, then it's all serious and tense as well. My goodness, I'm going to crack. You understand?
Yeah.
So if there's a culture in the workplace that promotes self-care, that promotes wellness, that promotes, sometimes, no work and all work and no play makes what? Tom, boring something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like you said, we are humans, guys. We are humans. And sometimes we need to just slow down and recharge because you cannot just keep going. Look, a whole car has to stop service at some point, put petrol, put oil, change tires, whatever. It just can't keep going. There is no way. You understand? So even for employees and employers, they need to at least have moments of recharging and intentionally so, not, no, let's just, you understand what I mean? You need to actually have it planned, have the employees look forward to it.
True.
And let it form like a part of the company culture.
Good. I love that. You've got a lot of knowledge, hey?
I speak too much.
No, I love it. As much as you're making jokes, I think you're making me cope. And there's one last question that I want to ask you, and I hate it. Because we could go on. I hate that I'm asking you my last question.
Is it there already? Wow. Okay.
I can slip one more, ne? I just want to speak about something that I'm very guilty of.
Okay.
So we spoke about signs, right, of mental health issues. One thing I'm very good at is hiding. Right? So Babi will be smiling, laughing, then chigi. Babi can't make it to work anymore.
Babi's crashing.
I crashed.
Yeah. Oh, not been crashing, crashed.
I've been crashing.
And then you boom.
Then I boom. How do employees deal with that? Because you might find that after that crash, the employee needs to be away for a couple of days to deal with that.
Yeah.
Some companies replace you, unfortunately.
Very fast. Yeah.
So what advice do you give employers in that sense when you're dealing with people like that? Because as fun, we're not the same.
It's a bit of a tricky one because at the end of the day, mental health journey is a personal thing, right? You cannot force it onto a person, right? Yeah. That's why we need to create so much awareness in the whole company to say, take care of your mental health. Like, take care of yourself. Get help. Do all of those things. That's as far as they can go.
Yeah.
But if Babi, on top of the help that is offered, decides not to engage or connect, then that's how far the company can go. You understand what I mean?
It's fair.
So, but they need to make sure that they offer those services adequately, right? So that Babi can know that that service is there,
it's available,
and it helps, and it's available, and it can then be Babi's choice to either take the service or not. You understand what I mean?
I agree. That's very fair.
That's very fair.
That's very fair.
Because like I said, it's a personal journey. You cannot force it onto a person. But some companies, they kind of, if they're taking the route of disciplinary towards dismissal, it can be part of the the requirements for you to see a counselor or whatever for that assessment and all of that. But we don't want to take it there where you're forced because they want to dismiss you. This just adds to your problems, really.
Yeah, true.
You understand what I mean?
It
so
amplifies.
it amplifies it, and then everything is a mess.
True.
You get what I mean? So, but then I feel employers just need to cover themselves by making the service available.
Yes.
Right? Make sure the service is available, and then people are autonomous. People are, you understand? People can choose.
You've given them that.
You've given them exactly the
choice.
choice to do it.
Yeah.
And then they can choose. If they choose not to, then it's on them because you cannot force it on a person.
Yo, to me, I could keep you here because this topic is, as much as it's popular now, it's very looked down upon. And I hate to narrow it down to race, but I think in our community, it's still a touchy topic.
It's very stigmatized. Like I said, at the beginning, when you have a mental health issue, automatically they say you're dring. They say you're mad. They call it, whatever.
Yeah.
But they call it madness and they stigmatize. Yeah. Then people are scared to come out. But you know what I love, Babalo? Men are starting to come out.
Yes. Let's touch on that for the next 2 minutes.
Men are starting to come to therapy. They're starting to take care of their mental health, and I am so proud of them.
Because they struggle a lot.
They struggle a lot. And in the past, it seemed like a weakness for you to go for therapy as a man or to say I'm not okay.
It's definitely not a weakness.
Listen, whenever a man comes to my practice, I'm like, first and foremost,
thank you,
and I am so proud of you. I respect you so much. Like I literally have so much respect for them.
I also do, Shem.
Exactly, because
shout out.
They are breaking the stereotypes.
They are
breaking the stereotypes, and men come out and take care of your mental health so that you can be functional human beings just like everyone else.
Before you are a man, you are a human being.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
And any last words for our viewers? We always leave them with some words of encouragement, so that, funny, we don't know what the next person's going through, and maybe this topic will resonate with them. So what are the kind words you'd love to leave them with?
Okay. I know I've said a lot already, but what I want to emphasize on, as I've said before, is that if you have a big heart, just know that being selfless does not mean you need to neglect yourself. You still need to prioritize self-care and know that you also matter. As much as you can take care of everyone else, you need to take care of yourself and know what you need, because you cannot give from an empty cup.
Thank you. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Tumelo. Mohlapuli, you can watch this episode over and over and over. When you're feeling low, when you're feeling down, this is where you're supposed to be. Yes. We're not going to just let you leave like that. We ain't those kind of people.
Okay.
You don't come here for mahala. So we'd like to say thank you.
You're most
welcome. Is just a token of our appreciation.
Oh, flowers. I'm such a girly girl.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Thank you
to me. This was a very, very beautiful episode.
Oh, it's fudge. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you, Dooms. Thank you so much. We loved your energy. Your energy is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
When are we having you back again?
Well,
we'll
I'll definitely be back.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Ladies and gents, I told you, every episode, bombs.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more of these episodes. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Please tag us everywhere. See you next time. It's your sizzling host, Babi Mawela.
Bye.
Bye.